Now, just tell me basically what's happened since we started working together, since about last August, early August in 2008, we started working together.
Yes.
And what's been the result so far that you've got in your business?
Okay, I suppose where we were at last August was that I'd come on board and we'd spent a lot of money on advertising on different magazines and newspaper and the local sort of Brisbane magazine. We're spending a couple of grand a month on advertising, and not, even though part of it we could measure, we were still not getting the response that we needed. And I just knew that there was a better way. So that's hence why we called you and sort of. I needed to learn about direct marketing, needed someone to show me how to direct market, because I knew that I could measure the results a lot more and it would be instantaneous results.
Yeah.
So I could go out and do something and the money would basically come in straight away. So that's what we did. Back then, and I think in August, I think I got my little
you got your little graph here.
dodgy hand graph. We were doing, as I said, $5.5 grand or whatever a week back then. And now we're sort of doing just over 10 grand a week with and we haven't really done what you've suggested consistently, as you know. Systems. We're also in the process of franchising the business, so we've had some ups and downs along the way. But when we have stuck to it, with the effort that we've put in, we've done nearly doubled it within that time. So
yeah, well, in Christmas you peaked. I mean, you peaked at Christmas, you almost tripled it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I went from like in what she had was here like from about the 5490, and Christmas was like 16,000, and then it sort of doubled since then. But so in terms of the system, what sort of systems have we created? What have you got now in the Thai Foot Spa? I mean, as far as system for getting customers.
We've basically got a system that is tried and tested, and we know that works. We can put out the different things that we have and get a response depending on what we're trying to achieve. What kind of people we're trying to get in. We have realistically a ready-made marketing system that we can put together for our franchisees to say, look, this is a system, this is what works. Just stick to the system and it works.
Yeah.
And even like the quiet day stuff, when it's a quiet day, or the birthday stuff. I mean, just all the stuff that we do does work. So it's really just it's a neat little package of marketing, direct marketing stuff that works.
Yeah. And since you've done that, you've tried some advertising. I remember in December we had a fight about doing an ad. And what was the result of that? You spent like $1,600.
And you said, no, it's not going to work, it's not going to work, we're not going to get the response you needed. But, we tried it because it was sold to me, I was sold,
like most people are in business.
And the advertising girl that came to see me just sold me, and I thought, well, it is the biggest selling magazine, but got, very little response. So.
Yeah, I know how much. It was one. Yeah, for $1,600.
Okay, that's very little response.
Well, the difference is now you're measuring it, right? Before, you might have thought you got results, but you didn't know because you were measuring it, because you measure everything now. So that's a difference.
I think small business owners also tend to do it because they feel that they need to do it, or I don't know, they like to see their name in the paper, or they like to see their logo, or I don't know.
Once you start measuring your advertising, though, you soon know what works and what doesn't.
That's right.
Return 50% response rate.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, straight away. Yeah.
So you put out 100 promotional pieces and you're getting 50 back, which is pretty much unheard of.
Yeah.
So, all right. Anything else you'd like to say?
Well, look, we've still got a few months to go before the end of our goal, which was to turn over $1 million by the end of within a 12-month period to be $1 million business. So, look, we're I think we can get there with if we stick to what we're doing for the next few months. I think we'll get there, which is pretty impressive. To go from where we were to nearly 4 times what we were doing.
Yeah.
So that's pretty impressive. I think we can do it. We just have to make sure we continue to implement what we're doing on a daily basis.
And what would you suggest to somebody who isn't sure about using the systems that I have, and do they apply to all businesses? I mean, in your opinion,
well, they do. And as I go around and see small business owners, whether it's like a restaurant that I'm looking at, I'm going like, these guys could sew with some basic direct marketing strategies that you sort of tailor make for them. You can see how it would really work, because it's just about getting people in the door, and that's the biggest problem. People are not getting other people in the door. So, as I said, I can definitely see how it would work for a lot of different industries, but what you've created for us definitely does specifically work for us. Especially like in your restaurant business, or any small business that needs people.
Beauty, hairdressing, and it'll work for any. It'll actually work for any business. This thing does work for any business.
Yeah, it's just about creating the right type of offers to get them in the door.
Yeah, and going to the right customers, targeting the right.
That's
customers.
right. Yeah.
2 things. Offer and customers. So
that's right.
You really wanted the person watching this to actually get really excited about working with me. How would you have put across the results that you got?
Well, I suppose the thing for me is it was a big sum of money to come up with at the start. It was like, oh shit, how if this guy doesn't actually do what he says he's going to do. It was a bit of a risk for us, because we were sort of growing and didn't have the massive cash flow, So it was a big risk, and he said, look, if I don't get results, you basically get your money back. Like, you're guaranteeing a result. So straight away I went, look, well, if you're saying you can increase my business from here to here and guarantee the results, and it's only going to cost me this much, well then there's no real risk, is it? Because I'm not really, so yeah, I mean, if it's going to be guaranteed, it's going to work. Like if you're guaranteeing it, otherwise, you get your money.
Well,
the fact that you guarantee it, if people implement it and you're guaranteeing it, well then that's a good thing.
So was it value for money? And you're looking back now?
Absolutely.